Alphonso Thomas and the Somerset opening batsman threatened to turn the LV County Championship match at Hove on its head until Sussex grabbed 4 late wickets to wrest the control back. They resumed on the third morning on 186 for 2, already leading by 273 runs, and it appeared that Chris Nash and Murray Goodwin would continue building on their 139-run partnership for the third wicket, and then go on to bat Somerset right out of this contest. Nash already had 3 figures under his belt, while Goodwin was looking to sign off from Sussex with another ton of his own. He later was to add that he still has something to offer at county cricket, which I'm sure will prick up the ears of many a club. 44 more runs were added by this pair to take the total to 230 and the lead to 317, but then Nash on 126 got a feather off Thomas behind to end the partnership on 183. Matt Pryor was then easily run out after a mix-up in the calling with Goodwin, and the England man departed for 10. Goodwin's Sussex career then ended on 14,573 first-class runs, made an average of 49.23. He was unable to get to his 49th 100, as on 77 he nicked Thomas behind. Thomas was then given the second new ball and trapped Ben Brown in front, before he claimed his 4th wicket in the space of 28 deliveries, in which he conceded only 7 runs, as Michael Yardy somehow dragged a pull back onto his stumps. With the wicket of Luke Wells the previous day, that gave Thomas a fifer, but it was Abdur Rahman who struck next by having Steve McGoffin LBW. From 230 for 2, Sussex had now slipped to 270 for 8, but James Anyon and Lewis Hatchett did enough to take the total beyond 300. The home side would have now been looking to take the lead into the 400s. They didn't do that because Steve Kirby had Anyon taken down the leg side by Steve Snell, and Abdur Rahman had an advancing Monty Panesar leg before, as Sussex were all out for 308, Thomas ending with figures of 5 for 68. So Somerset were left to get 396 for an improbable win. Although the way Marcus Trescothick started, it was clear that he hadn't given up hope of a memorable victory just yet. Somerset would love to finish this season on a high to say farewell to their long-serving director of cricket, Brian Rose. Anyon thought he had got Trescothick before he'd done too much damage, but the batsman had just got a tiny bit of bat on this quick Yorker. Trescothick's opening partner, Arul Sapaya, also started brightly. This pull off Panesar went all the way for 6. Sapaya was put down at slip after he left his periscope up, which was hit by a McGoffin bumper. But other than that, this pair batted with few alarms, and as the partnership built, then so did the confidence. If they could now just see out the final hour unscathed, then perhaps, just perhaps, that 396 was not as difficult as it seemed at the outset. Maybe not on a surface like this one, but Somerset have chased down such totals with ease in recent seasons. There was certainly hope as Sapaya completed his 50 just after the 100 had been reached by these two. Sapaya had needed 109 balls for his half-century. They had included 5 fours and a 6. Trescothick also reached a milestone a couple of overs later. His had occupied 90 deliveries, 7 of which he'd hit to the fence for 4. There were 13 overs now left in the day, and Sussex may have just been getting a little worried. Although any chances of silverware has gone for these teams, there was still the chance of increasing the prize money by finishing as high up the table as possible. Sapaya and Trescothick now took the total to 147, and the runs required down to 249. But any hopes they may have had were just about dashed right at the end of the day. On 71, an advancing Trescothick was beaten and bowled by Panesar. Sapaya then followed in the next over, nicking the magnificent McGoffin to Pryor, who clung on at the second attempt. Sapaya was out for 70. Chris Jones then made his mind up too late and was bowled by McGoffin, who 2 balls later had Kirby caught at short leg by Nash. McGoffin ended the day with figures of 3 for 15 from 14 impeccable overs. And thanks to him, Somerset now have a mountain to climb. They'll go again on the final day on 155 for 4, with James Hildreth and Alex Barrow at the crease. They still need a further 241 runs to win.